Hello, dirtwheelsmag.com. We're here at one of our secret test spots checking out the ACE 570. We're here in the mountains. We're going to take it over some rocks, test the suspension, bring it down on the flat land and get some high speed, top speed readings. Do whatever we can to see what the ACE 570's got.
They got nothing to lose. I can't remember her name. I think there's one to blame. So throw your hands up and fell to the next club. Let's get this started again. Me and my whole crew, we live with no rules.
The whole ACE concept caught us a little off guard when Polaris released the first 320cc concept last year. The chassis is nearly the same across all three platforms. Overall, the ACE is 90 inches long and 48 inches wide, so it can easily fit in the back of a pickup truck, and more importantly, on any 50-inch wide trails. Up front, McPherson strut shocks provide 8.2 inches of travel. The rear has dual A-arms moving 9.5 inches. What gives it a plusher ride versus the sit-down version of an ATV is the 61.5-inch wheelbase that has a much lower seat height than typical ATV by more than half a foot. Most of the rest of the numbers are actually mirrored of the Sportsman ATV, such as 10.25 inches of ground clearance, 25-inch tires, and a 5-gallon gas tank. The ACE tips the scales at 854 pounds. Incredibly, however, Polaris claims it can handle a 575-pound payload, and the tow hitch is rated at 1,500 pounds. You start the ACE with a keyed ignition, and thanks to an EFI system, warm-up time is almost instant. Engine noise is quiet, but when you stab the throttle, you can hear a fun growl out of the 46 horsepower engine. The engine revs up and down quickly, and there's zero hesitation in the motor. When you shift into high, that's when the fun begins. In our testing, the ACE 570 topped out at just over 60 miles an hour. It feels about as quick in two-wheel drive as it does in four. Traction is abundant, and you don't feel the machine fishtailing whatsoever. In fact, our testers preferred driving the ACE in two-wheel drive unless we needed the traction of all four wheels to get over something. Steering lock to lock requires a bit of hand-over-hand movement, but it's not too bad. Electronic power steering can be added to the machine, but it's a $1,300 investment. Being about a foot longer than a typical ATV, the ACE is smooth over all the small bumps. We wouldn't say it's plush, but it is forgiving. The only thing that it doesn't do well is drive over cross-screen ruts. It's a little rough. If the four wheels hit an obstacle head-on, the McPherson struts up front and dual A-arms in the back help it move along. Overall, the suspension settings are neutral and feel good almost everywhere for casual trail riding. The ACE is a great machine for a first-time rider that doesn't want to straddle a traditional ATV. For a single rider driving experience, the ACE is a blast. The only thing that would make this machine even better is if your friends had one too. If you want to see more Dirt Wheels test videos like this one, like this video on YouTube and feel free to share and comment too.